We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the San Francisco Giants and the Isotopes. Andrew Jones, the league's top home run hitter, will look to widen his lead atop that board next. Nolan Ryan, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, man, this is one of the game's all-time best pitchers. Over 300 career wins, and he's been doing his thing for a long time. It'll be interesting to see if he can continue that solid work in this one today, Matt.
Settling in now, Johnny Damon, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
The center fielder, Johnny Damon.
And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Turned on down the line. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Now that is the way you want to start a game on the road. He comes out swinging and stands at second as the first base runner of the night. Now we'll see if his teammates can pick him up and if they can punch first.
Stepping in now, Ben Zobrist, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Guys, we take a look at the home nine as they take the field tonight. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this team finds itself with a huge lead, double digits right now, and climbing, playing really good baseball. Some people will say, oh, you don't want to have that big a lead. You start resting on your laurels. I look at it the other way, man. You've earned the right to kind of get some guys off their feet if the manager wants to. There's a lot of different ways you can go about it. This team's focused and playing really good baseball. I would not worry about it. Keep pushing the throttle.
And he goes up the ladder on him, but he lays off 1-2. Ryan has become known as a guy that's tough to take deep. So many starting pitchers find themselves snake bitten by the gopher ball, but he really limits that.
In this day and age of smaller ballparks, the ball's lively, the bats are harder. This guy does a great job of keeping the ball in the ballpark. And one of the keys, he's not predictable. He'll throw his off-speed pitches behind an account. He's really difficult to sit on just one pitch.
And that brings up the former MVP Keith Hernandez as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. Now a spin and a throw back to second and a dive, but he's back in. One ball and one strike to the Giants' first baseman. Time for a look at the umpires working this one. Behind the plate is Darryl Parker.
Well, D-Row, Darryl Parker behind the dish, and you never really know what you're going to get from this guy.
Yeah, sometimes, and I'd hate to be mean and say he flips a coin back there because that's not the case. But as an offensive player, you have to find a consistent zone. You just can't.
The 1-1. Heading out towards shallow right. Long run for the right fielder, but he won't get there. It falls in. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with one away.
Dan, after that base hit right there, he's got a 6-game hitting streak going.
You know what? And this could lead him on to some bigger and better things right here. He's been swinging the bat pretty well, and he's been rewarded for it, as you talked about. 6-game hitting streak so far.
Into the box now, Luis Robert, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball one. The numbers coming in, 278 the average, a dozen home runs, and an even 40 RBIs. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit, too.
Hit hard on the ground to short. And there's a base hit as the run will score from third, and the Giants break out on top here 1-0.
Hey, nice way to start a new series, D-Roll. The thing you want to do is try to score early. It's always nice to win the first game of a series.
Yeah, they're coming out swinging right here, trying to set the tone and let everybody breathe a deep sigh of relief. Hopefully get this first game under our belt.
1 ball, no strikes to count. The 1-0 delivery. A ball and a strike.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
A ball and 2 strikes.
You know, from an offensive standpoint, they already knew they had their work cut out for him against a great pitcher. But if he's going to locate like that, this is going to be a tough day.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado.
So you'd love for him to offer at that one, but the execution was flawless. Nice curveball that starts in the zone and breaks just out. Just a great take by the batter.
And it's up to a 3-2 full count now.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Swing and a miss on the changeup, and there are 2 gone.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
We'll check in with an average still south of 230. 14 homers and 42 runs batted in. Oh, much too tardy on the fastball. 1-1.
Woo-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
The set and the 1-1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
A little early, and now it's even at 2-2. Two and 2. Here it is. Waved at and missed for the 3rd out. Not much of a chance at hitting that one, and the inning is over. So it's a run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 men left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Giants lead it 1-0. Julio Teheran gets the start for San Francisco in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
This guy had a year you'd love to forget last year. Look at that ERA, awfully ugly. We'll see if he can rebound and pitch much better. And if he doesn't, his spot in the rotation could be in jeopardy. It will be awfully important that he gets off to a good start in this one.
Standing in, Luis Aparicio. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the 1st. Pitch on the way. Great curveball there. Really fooled him with that one. Guys, you take a look at the Giants as they begin play here tonight. They suffered a bit of a setback last time out, but not to worry. They're still 6-2 over their previous 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
With a moment now, let's have a look at the home team starting lineup. Vero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, this lineup screams it needs an overhaul. When you're last in the league in on-base percentage, you're not doing a lot of things very well. You're not giving quality at bats. You're not being professional at the plate and forcing the opposition to be on their heels at all. Empty base paths consistently lead to a lot of zeros on the scoreboard.
Santiago hits right-handed pitching very well. Makes a lot of contact, but he generally isn't known for displaying a lot of power. You'll see a lot of line drives and ground balls from him in these situations.
Yeah, I almost think he has too good of hand-eye coordination, Matty. Sometimes maybe just attacks that pitch that's not there to do major damage with, but could just drive it up the middle the other way and take his knock, and that's what he's been able to do. Last pitch was a fastball, tries to double up with the same piece of cheese, and it gets turned around. Nice piece of hitting.
Digging in, Andrew Jones. He currently sits atop the home run leaderboard and seems to be heating up even more here in the dog days of August.
This guy has been on absolute fire. You get on a run like this, you want to show up to the yard at 1 o'clock in the afternoon for a 7 o'clock game. This guy is prepared, ready to go, and seeing the ball like it's a beach ball right now.
2-0 now. From the stretch. Runners off for second. Got him swinging to throw. Way late, and he's in there easily at second. So he can't make contact there on strike 3, but meanwhile the runner on first takes second here with 2 men away. At the plate, Joe Morgan. He carries the 8th best batting average in the National League entering play.
Hey, not a bad year for a second baseman. There's some really good two-sackers out there, but second basemen aren't typically where you expect to have one of your better hitters.
Comes set, the 0-1. And that's a swinging strike 3 in the dirt. Murphy corrals it, and that ends the inning. Back-to-back strikeouts keep him out of danger. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. New inning set to get underway, and that'll bring up the dual threat of Shohei Ohtani. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
Get it ready, big boy. This guy's throwing 3 digits right here. The best way I can help the fans is 90 to 92, you can usually see seams. 92 to 95, it starts to really quicken up on you. Over 3 digits, you're seeing a white blur.
Can't do much with that one, and it's 1-2. High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Now foul tip straight into the catcher's glove, and he's able to hang on to record the first out of the inning. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Tom Murphy, and it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. Sent on the ground out to second. And there's out number 2.
Batting 9, the pitcher, number 49, Julio Teheran.
So in now for San Francisco, Julio Teheran. First pitch of the at-bat.
Ball inside.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Weak grounder down the first baseline. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Giants down in order, and after an inning and a half, it's 1-0. Here's Jay Bruce now. Career numbers against Julio Teheran. He's 1 for 3.
Jay Bruce.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Teheran, once a member of the San Diego Padres organization, he was signed as a free agent in the middle of last season.
Yeah, I know he expected to get a longer-term deal, but these are the facts right now. He is on a 1-year deal, and he is going to have to produce if he is going to get that multi-year he's been looking for come off-season.
Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Here's a little chopper up the middle. DeYoung gathers it in, and there's 1 away.
Batting fifth.
Time for a look at the San Francisco Giants on defense. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Standing in now, Joe Torre, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He'll enter play at .313, 4 home runs and 23 driven in. And he misses with it, 1-1. Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. The 2-1. Swing and a ball hit out toward right center. Center fielder on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Batting seventh.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone. And up next, it'll be the Hall of Famer George Brett. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well out in front of the breaking ball there for a strike.
He's had some success so far, but he's going to need to continue to throw strikes early on in the zone, because the more they see this guy, sooner or later they're going to figure him out.
Damon is camped under this one, and he will put it away to retire the side. Now at the plate, Johnny Damon. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. First pitch on its way. To first. Reined in. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
Now batting, the second baseman, Ben Zobrist.
Ready for another chance. Ben Zobrist. He was a strikeout victim in his first try. Now here's the pitch. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
Very rarely does a pitcher like this leave one in a location like that. That's a pitch right there he'd like to have back. He'd love to swing at that one again.
Popped him up. Aparicio over to his right. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman, Hernandez.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and that'll bring up the former National League MVP Keith Hernandez. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Pulled toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He gets there to make the play, and that ends the inning. Giants are down 1-2-3. But they're up 1-0. So digging in now, Dwight Evans. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. First pitch coming. Here it is. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Hit the other way out toward right field. Ohtani is there, and he makes the catch for the out. So with 1 gone, let's take a brief glance at our upcoming schedule to see what's coming up here on the show. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Nolan Ryan. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. A ball and no strikes. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and a strike.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Louis.
At the plate, Louis Aparicio. It was a fly out for him to start the home first. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
Got to be careful with this guy here. He can really handle the bat. Even though they're 2 outs, he might try to drop one down for a base hit.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Center fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Coming to the plate now, Luis Robert, as we begin the top of the fourth.
The left fielder, Luis.
Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one. Behind 0-2 now.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
Swing and a miss as he ran the fastball right by him for the first down.
Well, we're all hearing his name in the Cy Young Award discussions at this point in the season. It's pretty hard to argue against it when you watch him dominate a guy on 3 pitches and send him packing without much problem.
And that'll bring in Nolan Arenado. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball one. Hit hard on the ground to short. Aparicio fields it cleanly. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Paul DeYoung.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder Paul DeYoung, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
That evens it up 1-1. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. 1-2 now as that's in there at the knees.
Hey, I couldn't tell from up here if the hitter was taken all the way or sitting fastball and just got knee buckled. Either way, that was a really good curveball right there. Move on to the next pitch, but have that in the back of your mind.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Giants down in order, but they lead it 1-0. Ready to go in the bottom of the fourth. And now it'll be the catcher, Benito Santiago.
Santiago.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2.
I know it's cliche and it's tired at times, but a well-located fastball down at the knees is still the best pitch in the game.
Drilled to first. Hernandez grabs it cleanly, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So with that, let's call on the guys in the graphics department to put up the pitch speed comparison for the 2 starters. And folks, that is not a misprint. He's been clocked at over 100 miles an hour so far. My goodness. Now in the box, Andrew Jones. And looking at the numbers, he's on a pace for over 50 homers this year.
Yeah, he's had an amazing season up until this point. I know we got about 5 or 6 weeks left in the regular season, but he's certainly on pace to have one of those special seasons. 50-plus homers. There's a handful of guys that get that.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Joe Morgan. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
And, ooh, looked like a definite pitcher's pitch there on the inside, 1-1. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Teheran into his motion. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground out to short. Throw on to Hernandez for the putout, and the inning is over. ready to go in the top of the fifth. And next it'll be the outfielder, Shohei Ohtani. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike. Got him to go after that one, and he's in a quick hold, 0-2.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away and move on to the next one.
Fastball called, strike 3, and there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. And he'll start in with a fastball that misses down and away for a ball, 1-0. Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1. Now the pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2.
Borderline pitch right there. But as a low ball hitter, you can live with that as long as the umpire doesn't give him north as well.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
One of the big advantages to pitching ahead in the count if you're a pitcher, because you have to cover both pitches if you're a hitter. You have to cover the off speed and the fastball. And in a 1-2 count, you might be sitting off speed. And what happens? He gets the fastball, and he can't catch up to the express.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1.
Nope. That's inside.
Popped up. Torrey will put this one away, and the side is retired. Giants are down 1-2-3. They lead it 1-0. So striding forward now, Jay Bruce. He'll lead things off here in this one-run contest.
Jay Bruce.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. There's a strike at the knees, 0-1.
Man, he's looking sharp so far. 80% of his first pitches are for strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
And right into the shift. Hernandez gathers it in, and he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now batting, first baseman.
Standing in, Joe Torre. He flew out in his last at-bat. He's ready. Here's the first offering. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him, 1-1. 1 out, nobody on. Good curveball there, gets the swing and miss.
That's how you open up the outside part of the plate. Pound 2 balls in and then get right back outside. Nice pitch.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Joe Torre. Here now the 2-2. Drilled to the right side, and that is through into right field for a single.
Well, that's only the second hit he's given up tonight, and the first one didn't do any damage. So he's not sweating this one at all. They haven't been able to string anything together.
At the plate now, George Brett, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. The 0-1 pitch. Check swing, but he held up in time. Ball 1. Hit down the line at first, but a foul ball, 1-2 now.
You can definitely tell with that foul off right there that he's picking up spin on this pitcher's off-speed stuff. Maybe expect a fastball on this next one.
Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box, Dwight Evans, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike. Here comes the 0-1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate. And it's in time to get him. But we do have a tie ball game now with a run scoring on the play.
The pitcher, Nolan.
So now to the plate, Nolan Ryan. And on the first pitch, he hits it in the air to right. Ohtani will reach out with one hand to make the catch on the move, and that ends the inning. So 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. 5 innings complete, all tied at 1-1. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Johnny Damon, 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. And now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. That one's down around the knees, taken for a strike.
Hey, this isn't exactly the way you'd like to draw it up. Not throwing a lot of first pitch strikes, but the bottom line is he's getting outs.
Fastball called for strike 2. Really feels like he's just on cruise control out there on the mound right now.
Boy, this is a tight one. You kind of get the feeling like the next team that scores is going to win this one.
And he struck him out, and that's 8 strikeouts thus far.
Well, pitching domination continues. Just a total of 2 runs on the board, so both of these starters should feel really good about their showings. If you love good pitching, this has been the game for you.
Stepping in now, Ben Zobrist, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he can't catch the corner here, so he's behind 3-1.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
3-2. 1 run on 3 hits, and no errors on the Giant ledger to this point. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. He'll try it again. 3-2. Yanked on the ground down the line, but this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Another full count pitch home. To short, and there are 2 away now.
The first baseman, number 17, Hernandez.
Digging in, Keith Hernandez. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. 2 out, nobody on. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Lifted down the line in left. On the move is Bruce. And this will fall, but it's a foul ball. The 1-2. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitch taken several inches below the zone, in fact.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Luis Aparicio. First offering on its way. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Popped him up. Murphy is there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Now batting, the catcher.
So coming to the plate, Benito Santiago. He's 1 for 2 in the ballgame. Grounded to third. And quickly there are 2 away. Ready once again, Andrew Jones. Third trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! A solo home run off the bat of Andrew Jones. Home run number 44 on the year. As they take the lead, it's 2-1.
You want to certainly drive home runs out of the ballpark, then you better get on the gas. And that's what he did right there. That fastball was not sneaking by him.
Into the box now, Joe Morgan. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. Teheran into his motion. Here's the 0-1. Fly ball out toward left center field. Robert is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So just the 1 hit in the inning, but it's a home run that pushes him out in front. 7th inning coming up. The Isotopes are out on top, 2-1. Now the Giants' number 4 batter, Luis Robert. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Ned. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Next to bat for the Giants, Nolan Arenado. No hits to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Curveball looked at here for strike 1.
Well, he's done a real nice job with that breaking ball in this start. That's not the first time he's locked a guy up with it.
In there at the knees, 0-2 now.
The 7th inning is one of those innings when you might start seeing some warning signs from your starters that they're reaching the end of their rope, but that's not the case here. He looks really solid to me.
And you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2.
It's not that easy to make a good hitter look that bad, but that's what happens when you can bring that fastball and ride it in on the inner half of the plate right there. You can get some pretty ugly swings.
So Paul DeYoung digs in next. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1.
Hey, this guy's been throwing a gem so far. We're moving on later into this game, and he's right at about league average for first pitch strikes.
And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. We're in the 7th inning now of a pitcher's duel. 2-1 our score. Popped him up. Morgan calls for it. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Giants are down 1-2-3. They still trail it here 2-1. Now to the plate, Jay Bruce. He's rolled into groundouts a couple of times already here in the ballgame. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in these ABs. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced so far.
High in the air out to center field. Damon is right there, one down. Striding into the box, Joe Torre. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Reaches out, but he can't get it. It's 0-1.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
And this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
When you're leading by 1 run, you want to do everything you can to add to the lead and give your bullpen a little breathing room. It makes a big difference, so double here goes a long way towards making that a real possibility.
At the plate, George Brett. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll send it on to first, and that'll freeze the runner at second with 2 away now.
Now back.
Ready for another shot now. Dwight Evans, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. And now indication from the dugout that they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone.
That's what's called getting the treatment. Everyone knows he's a power threat with the bat, so it's all about not letting him be the guy that beats you.
Striding in once again, Nolan Ryan. He's been great on the mound, so we'll see if he can do something with the bat here as well. He's earned a chance to take this at bat.
Yeah, Matt, when a guy's throwing the ball as well as he has, it kind of forces the manager's hand to stay with him. He's been exciting to watch, and he's really had this crowd behind him the entire game.
And it's quickly 0-2. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. And the throw is in time. It's a strikeout, and the play at first goes 2-3 for good measure as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 8th inning coming up. The Isotopes lead it 2-1. Leading off the inning, Shohei Ohtani, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
Called strike at the knees. Evens the count at 1-1. Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
I love the fact that this batter continues to be aggressive, but after striking out twice already, maybe he's got to take a step back, see the ball a little bit deeper, and be willing to work deep into the count.
Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. With that, we'll give you a look at our starter comparison for the 2 starting pitchers in the game, and the column to look at is the one on the right side of your screen. Not too many hits to go around at this point in the ballgame. Now at the plate, Tom Murphy. He's 0 for 2 thus far in this one. He's ready. Here's the first offering. In there, strike 1.
You see there, the pitch count is up to 88. And at this point in the game, that's a good place to be. So I think we'll see him stay out there for at least a little while longer.
Swings through it for strike number 2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on. And if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
And he won't offer it that. Too high. 1-2. They'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. High and deep down the left field line. And this will not be caught. It's a foul ball. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball.
Every base runner in a close game like this really matters, so you can't afford to be giving out free passes this late.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. So you've got to figure he's got a good chance here to finish this one off. And with that in mind, we take a look at the league leaders in complete games. And as you can see there, he finds himself in a flat-footed tie for the National League lead in that category. A swing and a bouncing ball for Joe Morgan at second. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Giants down in order. They're down 2-1. John Curtis is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the eighth.
Number 84, John Curtis.
Bottom of inning number 8 set to go. And next will be the speed threat, Luis Aparicio. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. And that gets the black on the outside. A good slider that time. Try to bunt for a base hit here as he gets this one down. And the throw will be too late, so it's a bunt single to get him started here.
The pitcher, number 9, Santiago.
Standing in now, Benito Santiago, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Robert is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Stepping up now, Andrew Jones. As you mentioned earlier, he's in the race for the league's top home run spot, and with a 4-bagger on this day, he continues to add to his impressive power totals.
He just looks so confident at the plate. Knocks a donut off the bat every time on the on-deck circle and strides to the plate like he owns it. Wouldn't be shocked if he got into another one.
The 1-0 home. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Aparicio stands at first with 1 out. Now a throw over, and he's back easily. The 2-0 pitch. Runner goes for second. Back up the middle. And this is going to be a base hit for Andrew. And they'll have runners at the corners following the 1-out single.
Count leverage right there, sitting dead red fastball, and he didn't miss it. Nice swing right there, driving it into the outfield for a knock.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Joe Morgan. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts. Hey, this is a left-handed hitter that can fly down the line. If they want to turn 2, they're going to have to be almost perfect.
And this is going to wind up as extra bases, as that'll play 1 for sure and maybe a second.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. Chaz Rowe is called upon to pitch, really needing that double play ball. Bases are loaded here with only one man out.
Now pitching for San Francisco, number 52.
Joe Torre will be the first to meet him here, and he'll do so in an enviable situation indeed. Bases loaded and only one out now. From the stretch. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Love the fact the pitcher challenged him in that spot right there. Didn't love the location. But I got to be honest with you, I think he's got him on his heels right now. Don't be shocked if he attacks his zone again.
A bare hand for one on to first, and talk about doing the job out of the bullpen. One batter, 2 outs, and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Last chance coming up for the G-men, and this is now a 3-1 ball game. All set to start the 9th in this one, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder Johnny Damon, and now the third baseman sneaks into position to cover a potential drag bunt. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Swing, line drive. That's going to be troubled. He's through first and hustling for second. Arms pumping. He's hustling for third. And he'll make it into third base with a leadoff triple.
And in the 9th inning, every team's goal is to bring that tying run to the plate, and he does that here. But I got to tell you, a single or a double would have done the trick too. That was risky trying to stretch that thing, but it ended up working out in the end.
John Franco will come on in relief now as he'll make his 35th appearance of the season.
Franco.
To the plate now, Ben Zobrist, as he'll try to hold back on the swing, but he went around for the first strike. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. Swing and a rocket to third, but quick reactions at the hot corner take away a hit, and there's one gone.
Next to the first baseman.
So a big moment in the ball game here. Keith Hernandez, although there are a couple of bases open, and we'll see if they think about working around him. He's set, and the pitch. Swing and a miss, and he's behind 0-1.
Nope.
1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. 1 out and a runner on third. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
That strikeout changes the whole complexion of the inning. He was definitely pitching for it with a runner on third and 1 out, and he got it. Now it's going to take a hit or something like a wild pitch to get that guy home.
At the plate now, Luis Robert, as he'll take a look at ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Two and 0. Men on third with 2 down. 2 and 1. Now the 2-1.
No, that's down.
Time to narrow your focus up there at the plate. In a 1-run game, he doesn't want to walk you, so there's a good chance he's going to get something to handle right here.
And this will be a called strike 2. And trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Last strike here for the Giants. Hit hard towards second. And he'll put this one away. And with that, the ball game is over.
I expect this series to be a battle, so to take the first game at home is definitely the way you want to start it out. Give that home crowd a reason to come back tomorrow for what will hopefully be another solid performance.
Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. Indiana rode an important 6th inning to victory in this one. Nolan Ryan earns his staff-leading 16th victory of the season as he turns in 8 strong innings of work. Julio Teheran pitched well, allowing only 2 earned, but ends up taking the loss. John Franco hammers down the save, his 7th of the campaign. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Here now is our final run score. First, for your victorious home team, 3 runs on 9 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For the Giants, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. They left 3 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 39 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.